Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. So today we are going to color a page out of 50 Autumn Miniatures by Camellia Angelkova, which I will put a link for this and everything else I'm using down in the description in case you want to check it out. Let's see, I have picked this page right here, and we are going to use some Ohuhu markers. I got the 200 set with the bullet tips, and I'll be using Prismacolors on top, and I will put all the marker numbers and pencil numbers up on the screen as I'm using them, and I'll also put them all down in the description in case you want to color along and you want to get all your stuff out before we start. So I think I'll just go ahead and zoom in and stuff, and we'll just jump right in and start coloring. Alright, so I'm going to start with these flowers over here, and we'll just start with the marker base, because that's usually how I work in these books, because it is Amazon creates base paper, so I really like a marker base before going over with pencil. So I'm going to start with number 45 from the Ohuhus, and I think we'll just do all the flowers at once. I'm just making sure I got the right one. I do. So I'm gonna start with just basing all the petals, because these looks like kind of like, I don't know if they're sunflowers, but they look like sunflowery yellow flowers. So we'll just base them with a pale yellow. If you don't have these markers, just use a pale yellow, or like a medium to pale-ish. See, and also make sure you have a piece of paper underneath your page, because these will bleed through. So get a nice base on all of these, and it also shaves off a little bit of time with the marker base, because this paper is very toothy and it takes a lot of layers, even though it's very thin. And this just gives it a nice little undertone instead of the stark white. Here, let's just do all the flowers at once while we're at it. Grab this one here. I missed some. Okay, like so, and let's do, oh, whoops. Let's do these two over here too, since they're the same flower. We'll just get them all done while we've got our marker out. I like to do all of the same things like at the same time. I have a very bad habit of forgetting what I've used, so I usually just do everything that's the same at the same time. Because I usually, like, I'll put my pencils on my desk while I'm using them, and they usually get all jumbled up and mixed up and stuff, and then don't remember what I used where. See, like so. And I think that's it for that one, and then we'll just do this one right here. And if you haven't seen this book, there is a flip through on my channel. I can put a card or a link for it down in the description if you want to check that out. It's such a cute book, and I think this page is so adorable with the Mr. and Mrs. Scarecrow. So let's just kind of outline it and then fill it in. If you happen to go out the lines, it doesn't really matter very much. It will be covered up with pencil anyways. So, but it is smart to, or good to, stop a little bit in front of the black line, because they will bleed a little with this paper. See, like so. I think that is all of them. There was only 4. Then I'm going to go in with some number 44, and I'm going to use that in the center. So all these little ones here, because they are usually a kind of a browny color, like a brownish yellow or yellowy brown. Or at least that's how these are going to be. See, like so. And I'm hoping none of my markers have dried out, because I've had them for quite a while and haven't used them very much lately, except the pink ones for the misfits that I've been doing. See there, let's get this one here. You can just go over like the whole thing. You don't have to do each one of these individually. See, like so. Get a little bit more right up there. It does get less streaky if you do them all individually, but I have learned that as long as you keep the edges wet, it shouldn't really get very streaky. So you can go pretty much as low as you want, as long as you keep these edges wet, or just go up to you know, a black line and stop there. Okay, like so. That's the centers, or at least the base for it. Then we've got number 181, which will be our stems and our leaves, although there's only one stem, I think. So we'll just, gotta turn a little. Let's just start over here. This is a, I don't know, like a medium-ish bright green. See, like so. Let's get this. Let's just do the top first. Like so, and that will dry a little bit lighter. Get that stem, get this leaf down here. So, okay, there, and a leaf over here, and I think that's it, actually, for the leaves. Then I gotta figure out what pencils to use. I haven't picked them out yet, other than the brand. I never usually pick out beforehand. I only picked out these 3 colors, and everything else I'll kind of pick as I go. I didn't really want to start with sitting here for 10 minutes and picking colors, so. Let's get that. Oh, that may have dried, but oh well. If that is streaky, it'll be covered by the pencil that we will be putting on top. Okay, like so. Okay, so I think for the flower, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the burnt ochre, which is 943. Or for the petals, just a tiny bit right in here. And we'll go dark to light, is usually how I go on top of marker. Just a tiny bit, kind of just dab a little bit in where they kind of connect. And a little bit where they overlap, so you can see a little bit of a shadow. This burnt ochre will also go in these little round things. Or in the center. See, like so. Let's get some up in here. And a little bit there, I missed some. I'm sorry about my nose. It's been one of those sniffly days. So we'll do the same on all the flowers. See, like so. Get that little shadow. Alright, then we'll go over here and do the same on this side. Just very lightly. I usually don't press very hard unless I'm burnishing and blending, like on the last layer. In the beginning I usually go in very, very lightly, like so. And then let's get this one down here. I'm going to get around this pumpkin stem. Let's see, like so. I just got some in the center there, but this will be going in the center anyways, so it's not a big deal. Let's see there. The shadow around there, and in here may have to go over a little bit more later, I don't know. Okay, like so. Then we can go in with a little bit of the sunburst yellow. I think this is number 917, and we'll go over the burnt ochre and kind of pull it out. And let's go over this vein in the center. Gonna just add in some color. So leave a little marker right in here and on the tips, and then shade like on this side of the vein and kind of pull it up. It's like a shade and fade type thing. See, I may need an extender for this pencil. I think it may be easier. So get all around like the edge, and then on this side of this one, go over as many times as you want or need to, and kind of just fade it up almost to the edge, but not all the way, because we'll leave a little just marker there. And we'll do that on all of these. That may have to twirl around some. I do that a lot. Need that good angle. go over here and do this. And we're getting all the coloring close to the spine done right away, because I really don't like coloring close to the spine. Like so. This is kind of on both sides, but this is kind of that way, so we'll shade up like so. Get a little bit on the underside or bottom of the leaf right here. And I usually extend that vein in the middle a little bit, just with the pencil, like so. Should be good. A little bit more on this one, just seems so light. And then we'll be doing the same on all of these flowers. So get that out, pull it up, get maybe a little bit like that. On the bottom of this one, because it's kind of tilted downwards, and like so. And this paper does eat your pencils a little bit, so there's a lot of sharpening, which is another reason why there's, you know, it's a good idea to do a marker base on first, because you have to layer less with your pencils, so you save a lot on that, or save a lot of your pencils at least. But these work great on this paper. My favorite pencils usually to use on this is Prismas and Luminance. I know a lot of people don't use Luminance on paper like this, but I think they work great on it, so I use it anyway. Let's see. This kind of doesn't really have much of a vein there. And then shade on the bottom of that. See, this one doesn't have a vein at all, so we'll just kind of shade it around like that. Leave a little right here. Like so. Then we got 2 down, 2 to go. Let's see, let's just start with this one. Fade this up, get a little bit right there. A little bit on the bottom here. Let's get that on top here, like so. It's not really much to fade out because this is very overlapped. So, but there's some there. See, this one is better. So I think, well, it is like so now. And let's get this here. Just kind of go back up here and work our way down. Same here. I think I need to sharpen again. This one. Like so, get a little bit right on the bottom of that. Like so, and last one. I think after we've finished these flowers here, we will start on the Scarecrow over here, the Mr. Scarecrow. So I'm kind of trying to work my way from this side over. But also finish all the same things at the same time. Like so. If you want these darker, I kind of like the way they're looking. If you want these darker, you can always add in a little bit of a more orangey color or a little bit more of the burnt ochre. I kind of like the way they're looking now. We'll be adding in a third color just to kind of go over everything. Let's get this here. I need to sharpen again. So let me get this from this angle. It's a little bit better. It's just way easier with a sharper point, especially on paper like this. You kind of need it to get into the tooth. And that is kind of how they eat your pencils a lot, but that's where the marker base comes in. See, like so. And get this here. We're almost done with all the petals, or at least with this color. Kind of like so. Get that here. And there we go. Then we'll go in with some canary yellow. I need to sharpen mine a little. And we'll just go over everything. So we'll go from the light into the dark, just to kind of brighten them up a little. I don't know if you can see a difference. I mean, I can see it, but I don't know if my camera is picking it up. We'll just really quick just go over all of these. Go over this one a little bit more. I think that's where I started. I don't remember now. So if you want any brighter or well, brighter highlights, you can always go in the very lightest areas and just add in a little bit of white gel pen. Just go over here and do this flower. So just get all of this. It don't matter if you go over more than once. Just add some more depth. Okay, and this one. And you don't need this as sharp or pointy as the other ones, because we're just kind of blending and burnishing a little. So here, and let's just go over this again. There. Alright, so for the center, I want the burnt ochre again for the centers. And go like where they kind of overlap and go in the shadowy area. I may go in with something a little darker. Going to pull them out a little. See, like so. Sorry if you'll hear my phone buzzing. I'm pulling them out to like, I don't know, like I would with like a medium color. See, and kind of go around here like so. Because I think I may go in with something a little bit darker, just because I feel like it should be a little earthy. So we'll put in like a darker type brown right in the center or in the darkest areas. Do the same on all of the centers here. Kind of go more on the bottom of those, the one in like the center of the center. See, like so, and there. Okay, move over here. I'm liking that color that's coming out of all this. Just feel like it needs to be a little bit darker. I'm kind of just, I don't know, I'm like almost dabbing it in, if that makes any sense. See, like so. And a last one here. Like so. there. I'm thinking I haven't picked out any other colors. But maybe I'll go with a little bit of sepia. It's a little earthier. And I mean, it's pretty dark, but if we use it very lightly, I think it would be okay. So 948 sepia. And this is a color I kind of forget about a whole lot. I need to sharpen it though. Yeah, this one, and I also forget about espresso a lot in this set. I think this is what I was looking for. I like this really dark here. So like so, get it in everywhere. Just make sure you don't put it out too far because it is a very dark color and we still want that burnt ochre. So get a little bit right on the bottom here. Just kind of all the places where it kind of overlaps. I need to remember this combo. I probably won't because I never write down my combos and I always forget, and I always kind of make them up as I go. So we'll do all of them the same way. Just kind of outline the little centers. Somebody told me the other day what they were called, but I done forgotten now, so see, like so. This kind of looks like a flower. Oh gosh, I hope it's not actually a flower. Well, if it was, it's goldeny yellow now, or brownish yellow. Let's see, like so, and here. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference between here and here. This side here real quick. Let's see here, let's get this one here that I almost missed. Here and like so and like so. I think that is all of them. And the last one, I may leave the centers like this. I don't know. I'm kind of wanting to, but I also kind of want to just go over with the canary yellow a tiny bit, just to kind of blend it all and brighten it up a teeny bit. Get that. Let's get a little bit more on this one. I can barely see it. So, okay, there, I think that's good. And we could just go over with some canary. Alright, so canary yellow. Just, oh, I should have started with the one up here, but oh well. Just kind of a little bit on these to kind of blend it out a little bit, make it a tiny bit brighter. I don't know if y'all can see a difference, but it is tiny and it's there. Let's see, just get real quick on all of these. Oh, sorry for the shaky camera. It happens a lot if I'm going if I'm using a little bit harder pressure, or if I move my legs. See, like so, here. I think I got it all. Then we'll do this side. Here and like so. Okay, then we just got the leaves, and then we will start on one of the scarecrows, on the Mr. Scarecrow. Okay, so the leaves will be a little bit simpler, and we will go in with the darkest color first, which will be dark green, which is number 908. And I think we'll start over here, and we'll go in the darkest areas. Even though it's autumn, I still like bright green leaves. Let's see, go over the vein, kind of pull it out a little. Let's see, like so. Pull it out a little bit more. Just kind of get that dark in there. I feel like this should be kind of going this way. And go in with all the little in-betweens where everything is overlapping. Just kind of go around. I guess that's what they call the drop shadow, I think. Not very good with them technical terms. I kind of just make up my own. Go along the vein here on the upside. So like so. And kind of just go in along the veins. Kind of pull it out a little. Let's get this vein here. so. We'll go in with something a little bit brighter to brighten it up. Let's see, get that in here or on this side. Just kind of pat it in. Like so, kind of shade and fade. I may need an extender for this pencil. See here, and get the stem, which will shade on the back side, although it's kind of like in between a lot of stuff, so it will be pretty dark. You see, then we'll get to this one down here, and I'll just grab an extender for this so I can hold my pencil a little further back so maybe we can see better. Let's see, get in that drop shadow. Like so. I'm going to twirl it around a little. Try from this angle, but that's a little bit better. And these kind of are curved that way, so we'll kind of go shade upwards. See, like so, and get in by this apple here. Oh, should not use my hand, I always forget. And this one doesn't have a leaf, but I can do this one here. These are curved this way, so we'll shade in that direction. See here, like so. Let's get this vein. Kind of just get that in first. I forgot, like I do. Okay, then we'll do this here, and it's still a little curved this way. Trying to finish this leaf without having to sharpen. Although it's getting a little dull. So I think I can do it, yes. Okay, like so. And then we will go in with some, I think this spring green is number 913. And let's just kind of go, I'm going over the dark green and pulling it out just because they are pretty different. I may have to go in with a mid-tone after, just to kind of add it in. I was supposed to have like a grass green or something in the middle, but I couldn't find it. I have somehow misplaced my grass green. So I may see if I can just find it real quick. Like so, but we can still go over with this and we can just add in a little bit of a midtone after. As long as you don't press down too hard, you can pretty much just go in and add stuff. Let's see, like so. There, and let me see if I can find the grass green really quick. Ah, here's one. So a little bit of grass green, which is number 909, just a tiny bit, just to kind of add in between the dark and the light. I think that's a little bit better. See, add in a little bit on the bottom here. Just to get a little bit of a better gradient. So you get a little here and some in there. Like so. There, and we could go in with a little bit more of that light color just to kind of get that blend just really quick. If you want it even brighter, you can use the chartreuse or the yellow chartreuse. Okay, like so. And I think we will start on the Scarecrow. Okay, so I think we'll just start basing Mr. Scarecrow here, and I'm going to start with 139 for the hat. And I will use this for this part of the hat. The that buckle thing there, whatever it is called, that the thing that's wrapped around his hat will be a little bit lighter. It will be like a lighter brown. I feel like he should have a brown hat. See, just kind of get this base down here. Like so. And let's do this part here. We'll do some basing and then we'll go over with pencil. keeping those, or trying to keep those edges wet. Let's see, get this here before it completely dries. And this here. Sorry if y'all can't see anything because my hands. Like so, and let's get this here. If it's a little tricky, it don't matter. Okay, so now we just got this side here left. Here, so go around the bird. Still don't know what I want to do with the bird. Let's get this here like so, and there. And actually, let's just keep this out because I think I want his pants to be the same color. So let's just do his pants. Make sure I'm in frame. Go down to the leaf. Okay, so I'm doing that fold too, I think. I don't know. Maybe that should be a lighter color, or maybe I should just do it this color. See, the shirt will be blue, I think. Let's see. Oh, whoops. Well, gotta love it when your hand twitches when you're markering. At least it didn't twitch into her dress, so I guess that's something. Okay, here, like so. And I think we'll just do these the same. I can always shade with different types of pencils, so it could still look different. It's just got the same base on it. So here, let's get that real quick. It's very hard to do tiny areas with these markers because they bleed. So it doesn't really bother me, but I'm sure it maybe bothers some. Like so. There, and let's see, I want the lighter brown for this wraparound on his hat, so I'm using number 142. I don't know if that focuses on it or not. Probably not. Oh, and I forgot to pick a color for that buckle. And this is a more like a, I don't know, almost like a burnt orangey color, or a warmer brown. Let's see, I don't know, I can't tell what that is on the buckle, if that's like a hole in there or if that's like solid. We can just do it solid, I think. So there. I wonder if he should maybe have a still using the same color. I'm doing these here the same. Put this cap down. See, like so. There, and the other side here. Like so. And I'm trying to think if I maybe want his bow tie to be the same color. I don't think so. I actually think I may want his bow tie to be yellow. I don't know why, but kind of want yellow. So we'll use the same yellow as the flowers. So number 45. Here, like so, and I've got the blue out, which is number 76, and we're going to use that for the shirt. Let's see, like so. Whole thing. I'm not doing the frilly bit. That will be some type of gray, I think, or like a really pale light gray, so that I can just shade it and it'll be like a white shirt underneath. I like how somebody made a scarecrow and tucked the shirt in. I think that is awesome. Let's see here, let's just get this. That all the way down. Like so. There. 121 for the straw, which would be the hair and the arms and the legs. Just kind of get that in here. Like so. Do the bottoms. Trying to get, I guess that goes all the way in there with the flower. Like so. And right in here next to her face and down by the feet here, or legs, whatever they are. And this one here, I wonder if I should do hers at the same time, because they'll have the same colored straw. So I wonder if I should just do hers at the same time. Probably will. So let's just do hers. Two. I think maybe we'll just go ahead and go over what we've done now with pencil. So that this part doesn't get too long. I mean, it's already pretty long, and it'll probably be a little bit lengthier than normal, but we'll finish this off tomorrow, hopefully. I have decided no background. I think it'll look good without one. You can add one in on your own if you want to do that, if you feel like it needs one. But I think I have decided on no background. Here, and let's do her little bottom here. Like so, and there. Okay, that should be, I think I got all of it. I think this is just a frilly bit. I don't think that's straw. I don't know, I can't tell. I think that's like a one of those, except just shaped differently. Right there, and then let me get a, let's go with cold gray number 2, which is CG2. And we'll just use this on here, like so. And we'll do the inside of it too. And that'll be a whole big clunk of iron. Or steel, or whatever it is. Okay, so for the hat, I think I'm going to go in with some dark brown, which is number 946, and this will be our darkest color. So I'm gonna go in where it where this thing is going over it, and in these little wrinkles here, like so. Kind of fade it up a little. Let me see, maybe a little bit on the bottom over here, or on the underside. Kind of fade it out a little bit. Then we can start down here, I think. Go in on the underside of it. And kind of fill this in a little, because it will be pretty dark in under here, I'm guessing. See, like so. Kind of fade it out a little bit as you get closer to the edge. And let's get under the buckle here, or under the, I keep wanting to say belt, but it's not a belt. Put the wraparound thing. Let's see, like so, kind of fade it down. And under here, do the same. And same thing under here. Pull this down. Get around the little bird feet and not in them like I just did. Get my eraser and see if I can't erase at least some of it. Okay, like so. Get in under here like we were doing on the other side. Now I'm using a little bit harder pressure just because it will be pretty dark in under here, and kind of lessening the pressure as I go. A little bit up around here. Get a little bit more around here. They can kind of meet there a little. Like so. I may need something a little bit darker, so let's get that, let's get the sepia back out, or sepia, whatever, just right in here. Sepia is usually a very dark brown, so like right in here I want some of that, just to get it a little bit darker, because it is like on the underside. So maybe just around this here, and a little bit right under the buckle. And then we'll go on with a little bit of chocolate. And I had to grab a new one because my other one is so small. See, this is number 1082. And I'm just going over everything. This is kind of our, I mean, it's a dark brown, but it's still our lightest color, because I want the hat to be pretty dark. And I'll go and do the same with the pants. I forgot, so I forgot that they were the same color as the hat, so I didn't do them when I did the hat. So, but oh well. I like to do one thing at a time, or like one item at a time. The flowers was a little bit different because they're all the same flower. Kind of like so, and you can just keep adding in as much as you want. Kind of like it that way. Okay, I got a beige, so 997, just a little bit like right on here. That's like a highlight. Go around the edge right here. Maybe up at the top here. It goes over so well because of the marker base. Maybe a little like so, and maybe along the rim. A little like so. Maybe a tiny bit right there. I think that is good, actually. just to get a little bit more definition in there. Then we'll go back in with the dark brown and we'll do the pants. Just sharpen here. Okay, so the pants are, well, they're not really, there's not very many folds in the pants. I've been looking for a nice page that has some nice pants on them. Because it was requested that I show how I color pants or folds in pants, but usually in colored pictures or coloring pages, there's, you know, mostly women wearing dresses. So I've been having a hard time finding pants, but I am looking, and I don't know if this counts. Just kind of going around. Hopefully I'll see what I'm doing since I'm just babbling away. Let's see, let's get this here a little, and also in here, get shading down that side of the leg, and also in here, and around her dress. Oh, that's just the edge of the pants. Let's just get a little bit around there. I think that's good. So we'll just kind of fade it up a little so we have that nice little transition. Get a little bit darker in here. A little bit more right there. I can pull this out a little. Just very lightly pull it out. Then we can do the folds down here. Let's kind of pull that down, add that in on the bottom of the wrinkle. I'm kind of gonna pull this out a little, not as dark as where the actual lines are, but kind of just pull it out a little, and then maybe add a little bit, pull that out a little, and put some color right in here where it kind of wraps around his leg. And pull it out a little, like so. We'll do the exact same thing on the other side. See here. Get this fold here first. Pull it down. Kind of wrap it around and meet the other fold on the other side, or the same fold really. But like so here. Get around her dress here. This is where the sepia will come in very handy, where we can go in and shade more right here so that we can distinguish even what's what, because they kind of blend together a little bit right now. See a little bit more of this dark brown right in there. Maybe a little bit more right in here before we add in the sepia. I think I got everything I need for that. Okay, so in with some sepia. I need mine to be really pointy. And I'm gonna go in on the underside of all this stuff here, in where it gets folded, kind of just right in there so you can tell the difference. But this is kind of, because I mean it's sticking out, because it's, you know, folded up. Sorry if you'll hear all the noise. somebody cleaning the kitchen. Get a little bit right in there and a little bit in here. And on this fold right here, or above the fold. Like so, maybe a little bit right in the corner here. And same with this on the underside of that plant or that leaf. Just very lightly kind of pull it up a little right there. Then I'm gonna go in with the chocolate. I'm gonna add that in over the dark brown and pull it out. See here, get that, like so. Just very lightly, because I don't want a whole lot of it, I just want a little bit of it in here. Kind of fade out from all these shadowy areas so that it's a better gradient of color. Guess I don't want any super harsh shadows. Let's get this fold here. So may have gotten a little bit too much on that, but we'll go in with some beige. Get that on top here, and here, and here, like so. Let's see, right there, and right there. You can go back over the beige with some chocolate if you think it's too light. Let's see, so we add this fold back in like so. And there. I think other than those straps and stuff, the pants are pretty much done. I think with those we'll go in with a burnt ochre. So I'll start with the one up here. I need to sharpen mine. Okay, so in here, the burnt ochre. Let's see, this goes this way. And same with this, goes that way. And also I'm putting a little bit on the bottom just because it's on the bottom. And a little bit right in here, like so. Along that buckle and this fold here. Gonna pull that up. Put some of this on the bottom and where it wraps around. This side is way easier. There, I think maybe we'll try some of the sienna brown. So that is number 945. I want it redder. If y'all hear tripping, that's Cherry. She's outside the door waiting for me. See, like so. Kind of put that in the shadowier areas. And my voice is going again. Here, and let's get some on the bottom over on this side. doesn't show up very well for some reason. Okay, so back over with the burnt ochre. Just lightly and a little, just to kind of add some back in. And that is it for that wraparound. Let's do the same to these straps, the pant straps with the burnt ochre. Underneath here, let's get some on the bottom and under the fastening button or whatever it is. Maybe I'll just shade over on this side a little, kind of fade it out. And go over on this side, do the same thing here, and we'll, I don't know. Maybe we'll shade on the same side. Oh geez, I just went all up in there. Did not mean to do that. Whoops. There. Let me get my eraser. I need to clean it off a little. Okay, let's just get this. And the sienna. Like so. So around here. And back in with the burnt ochre. Like so, kind of shade and fade again a little, like that. Okay, so for the buckle thing, I'll be going in with some 90% cool gray, which is number 1067. And let's see, I'm gonna go in the darker areas with it, like in here. And also in here. See, like so. Kind of shade and fade again. And on the bottom over here, kind of fade it up a little. Like so, and maybe a little bit right up top here, close to that edge. Then we'll go in with some 50% cool gray, which is number 1063, and we'll go over it and kind of pull it out. So here, I think, like so, and let's add some white gel pen to that. I just got an Arteza white gel pen, but you can use any, or a Posca. Put some where it's kind of where the highlights are, like so. A little bit right up top here, and maybe a little bit right like so. I think that looks a little bit better. And see, for the blue, I'm going to go in with some ultramarine for the shirt, and I'm going to go in the darkest areas. So around here. And around all this stuff here. See, like so. Kind of shade and fade. I do that a lot. See, I don't know if that gel pen has dried, so I'm trying not to put my hand in it. Usually I do that last, but I do things a tiny bit differently when I do, you know, videos, just because it goes a little bit, you know, faster. It's faster if we finish certain things first. Go on the bottom here, or each individual thing, like, you know, do one thing from start to finish. It's a little easier. Like normally when I color with markers on my own, or markers and pencil, I base everything first and then go over with pencils, but I figured it might be a little bit boring just to watch me base things for a whole part, because that will probably take, you know, most of the first part, and just go in the darkest areas. So I figured I'd do things a little bit differently than I normally would. Okay, like so. Maybe a little bit right here, like we did on the pants too. Kind of go over as much as you want. You can go in with a darker blue if you want it even darker. I kind of like this color. And I got, oh, I'm dropping things. Whoops. Okay. Get some down in here. Go up along this line, or these lines here, kind of like that, and in under the frilly bits. Kind of pull it out so that it's a little light in the middle. I picked out another color too, but I kind of like the way this looks, just like this. You don't always need, with a marker base, you don't always need that many colors to go over. It depends on what it is, I think. To get on the underside of his arm. Kind of fade it up. Let's go along this line here. Be darker. And also would be darker on the bottom. So, and this bit right here. Get this right in here. Pull it out a little. And darker. Try not to get it in her face. Like so. And then we could try to go in with a little bit of blue lake, which is number 1102. Just a little, kind of everywhere. Especially like in the lighter areas. So kind of going from the lighter and blending it into the ultramarine. So, And I'm going to get my ultramarine back and sharpen it a little and get a little bit of a darker shadow where I kind of feel like it's needed. So where the shirt is tucked into the pants, on the bottom here, on the underarm or whatever, along here, a little bit right in here where the flowers are overlapping, in this fold here, a little bit right in there, in this little corner right here, and same here, like so, and in here. Maybe a little bit more right up like that, and in under here, so I think, and then on the underarm on this one too, in here. May have already done here, but I'll do a little bit more. Fade it out a little, like you can go back over it and kind of just fade it out like we've been doing. Like so. I think that looks all right. A little bit right here. Pull it up a little bit more on this side. Alright, so for the straw, I think I'm going to go in with some light umber, which is number 941. And let's see, let's just get an extender. So I'm just kind of going to put some in. I don't want a whole lot because straw is kind of yellowy colored, but I do want some of this light umber in here. See, like so. I'm not going for realism as usual. Let's see, like so. Get this in here. And let's just do that on all the straw. So all his hair and all hers. And, you know, the feet. Let's see. Just to kind of get a little brownish tint to it. Let's get his arm here. Go in the darkest areas. I'm going very, very lightly because, like I said, I don't want a whole lot of it. Just a little, kind of flick it out. And let's see, get this bit here. If y'all hear beeping, that is the oven. Like so, get that in here. Kind of just flick it out a little bit, kind of like you're doing hair, but kind of not. Not as much, just a little. Let's go around here. Like that. Kind of just flick it down some. And go in like over the lines and kind of just flick it up and a little bit in the shadowier areas, which would be on the underside of everything. Let's see, let's get her arm, kind of just work our way down. Like so. And let's get his feet and we'll work our way over. Or his legs. Feet or legs? legs slash feet, I guess. Kind of like that. Go under the pants, flick it down. Like so, here. And then we just got her stuff here. Gonna just pull it down like so, and we'll go in with some beige, which is number 997. I'm gonna go over pretty much almost everything, not quite everything, leave a little bit of just the marker color underneath, or you know, in the lightest areas even. Let's see, get this here, definitely go over the light umber, kind of pull it out some. It's okay if it's a little bit messy, because I mean it's straw. Let's get her hair, just kind of go over that. Kind of pull it out some. I think maybe we'll go over with some sand after. That's a little bit more yellowy, a little bit more strawy colored. And we'll go over probably everything with that. See, the feet will be darker because it's kind of on the bottom of everything. So like so, and here. Like so, and let's see, sand, I got it in a cup here. Sand, which is number 940. And I'm going to go over everything with this. Hands or arms. Get this here, her hair. I'm pressing a little harder than I was, just because this is the last color, last layer. You can go over more if you want. I think it looks fine just as it is. And I should not be using my hand, but I've gotten in that bad habit. Okay, do the feet. Like so. And feet over here, or foot even. And her, I don't know, feet skirt thing. Like so. Then I'm going to do a little bit on this bow here. And I'm going to go in with the Sunburst Yellow, again, which is number 917. sharpen it. I'm going to go in the middle here, because it's kind of, it's like an indentation there. And let's see, this one needs a little bit on both sides because it's kind of sticking out, but so is this one. And let's get some on the bottom here. This will not be the exact same color of the flowers, but you know, similar-ish. I mean, we're using some of the same colors, but still look a little bit different. Let's do the other side. Like so. Let's get this here. And this is tilted this way, so it will be the shading on top of it. Like so. And let's see. Like that there, and kind of fade it up here. And then we will go over it with, I got pencils rolling everywhere, canary yellow. And I think that is it for the bow. Very simple, but you know, cute and yellow, very bright. I like it. And I think that is it for today. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom out so we can see it a little bit better. I mean, it kind of fits, but so tomorrow we will hopefully do the rest of this. We've gotten pretty far, about halfway-ish, I would say, kind of, sort of. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's coming out. I'm loving the clothes. If you've been here before, you know that's my favorite thing to color, is clothes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Part 2 will be up tomorrow sometime. I'm not totally sure exactly what time. I don't have a set uploading schedule or anything. But yeah, it will be up tomorrow. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys. Toodaloo.